Hello friends, so this is trigonometry ratio lecture number 5 and this is the basic maths for physics series, and in this lecture we are going to discuss the problems level 2 from the assignment adaptive problems book in physics. Link is there in the description for the assignment, and I'll be discussing problems level 2 and this is a part of basic maths for physics series. Okay, so let's get started. So we have the first question. Let me see what is the question. Question says the cos A is given 9/41 and you need to calculate the trigonometric ratio of A. That means basically it is asking to calculate all the trigonometric ratios. Let me write it. So cos A is given to you 9/41 and you are asked to calculate sine theta, or basically sine A, I would say. Let me erase it. So sine A they are asking. Cos A is given only, so tan A, then cosec A, and then sec A, and then cot A. So this is our objective. We have cos A, that means we have this b upon h value base upon hypotenuse. So first, using Pythagoras theorem, we can see here we have this base 9 and hypotenuse 41 and this angle A. So we have to calculate this perpendicular first. So we use the Pythagoras. So root of 41 square minus 81, 9 9 is 81. So how much it is coming? 41 into 41 is how much? 1 8 16. So 1600. So that becomes 40, I think. Yeah. Okay. Now we got the perpendicular. So sine A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular is 40. So 40 over 41. Tan A 40 over 9. And cosec is reciprocal of sine. So 41 by 40. Sec is reciprocal of cos. 1 upon cos A. You can say that. So 41 by 9. And this is reciprocal of tan. So 9 by 40. So these are the answers. I hope you have understood it. So that's all about question number 1. Let's move to the next question, question number 2. Okay, so similar question from the level 1 also, similar question we have done. Here sin theta is given to you 1 upon 2 and they have asked you to calculate the value. So let's write it first. Okay, so I write sin theta value. They have given half. Okay, so sin theta is half. We can say this p upon h, and so we can calculate base. Base will be 4 minus 1, so root 3. And let's calculate other trigonometric ratio first. So cos theta is base upon hypotenuse, so root 3 upon 2, right? And tan theta is first we have to see, we don't need tan theta, so this we don't require. Now let's find out the values. Okay, we need only cos only. So 3 cos theta, which is root 3 by 2, minus 4 cos cube theta. So that is power 3 on the cos theta. Okay, so which is root 3 upon 2 whole power cube. So this we need to simplify. So this will be 3 root 3 upon 2 minus, that will be 4 into root 3 into root 3 is 3, and 3 into root 3 is again 3 root 3. So this I will write 3 root 3 and this is 8. Alright. So this becomes 2 and I think it get cancelled. So answer is 0. So answer for this question is 0. Alright. So that's the solution for question number 2. Let's move to the question number 3. Next question. Similar question. Cos theta is given and we need to find the value of this. So first let's calculate. First let's write all the values that we have. Cos theta is 3 upon 5, which is based upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular we can calculate root of 25 minus 9, so 4. Right? So once we got the perpendicular, we can calculate, we need cosec theta. So we'll calculate cosec theta. Cosec theta is 5 upon 4, and then tan theta we need. So tan theta is 4 by 3. What else we need? Sec theta we need. So sec theta is just reciprocal of this, 5 by 3. What else? We need cot theta. So cot theta is reciprocal of this, so 3 upon 4. I think we got all the values. Now we are ready to calculate the expression. Okay. So let's write the expression first. So 5 CSC means cosec theta minus 4 tan theta upon sec theta plus cot theta. We just have to substitute this value in this expression and then we get the answer. So 5 into cosec theta. Cosec theta is how much? We have 5 upon 4 minus 4 tan theta. We'll substitute from here, 4 upon 3 upon sec theta. Where is sec theta? 5 upon 3 plus cot theta. So cot theta is 3 over 4, right? Now this we need to simplify. To simplify this, you need basics maths, normal multiplication, division, fractional multiplication and fractional division or subtraction. Okay, so this is 25 upon 4 minus 16 upon 3 upon this, we can take an LCM. So 20 plus 9 upon 12. Alright, and numerator also we can like this step here. LCM is 12, so 75 minus 64. Now 12 both sides, it gets cancelled. So 75 minus 64 is 11 and 20 plus 9 is 29. So that is our answer. 11 upon 29 is the answer. Alright. Okay. So that was question number 3. Let's move to the next question. Question number 4. Okay. Now difficulty level may increase slightly. So let's see what is the question asked. So question is sin A plus cos A is 7 upon 5 given, and sin A cos A value is given 12 upon 25. And from this data you need to find out the value of sin theta and cos theta. Two equation, two variable. We can able to solve it, but there is an easier method to solve it using trigonometric identities. So I will write it: sin A plus cos A equals to 7 by 5. And what given we have? What else we have given? Sin A into cos A equals to 12 upon 25. This we have given it up. We'll square both sides. Okay. So what we'll do? We'll square. Let's see what it comes. So when you square it, it will be sin square A plus cos square A plus 2 sin A into cos A plus B whole square, A square plus B square plus 2AB, and that equals to 49 over 25. Now see, we have this value given. We can substitute it. Wait, what we are doing? We have to find out the value of sin A and cos A. Okay, I think this will be just 49/25 only. This will come. What we'll do? We'll not do this. Sorry, I'll erase this. I'll think of something else. So we'll use a longer method. Now we have only one choice, normal substitution method. So from this value we have sine A into cos A equals to 12/25. So we can just find the value of cos A, which is 12/25 sine A. I know this is a little longer method. So we have the cos A value now. This cos A value we will substitute it over here. So this now I'll write it, sine A plus cos A. Cos A we can write 12/25 sine A, and that equals to 7/5. Yeah. Now this we have to solve it. So this will multiply, we'll take LCM. So 25 sine A and 25 sine square A plus 12 equals to 7/5. Let's see if something gets cancelled. Here 5 and 1 5 gets cancelled, and actually this entire 5 sine A we can put it here in multiplication, 5 sine A. So that becomes 35 sine A. So we'll get a quadratic equation. So to solve this you should know, how to solve a quadratic. So here 25 sine square A, I will write it 25. Okay, I'll just substitute sine A as x. So 25x square, 35 sine A, so minus 35x and plus 12 equals to 0. So we get a quadratic in x, and the value of x is sine A. We can get the value of x by solving the quadratic. That means we get the value of sine A, and then we'll substitute the value of sine A here to get the value of cos A. So that's the method. Pretty much long, but yeah, I think that's the only thing we have. We can do little more thinking, you can apply and you can solve little faster manner. But yeah, this will work. So we'll use the quadratic formula, minus b 35 plus minus square, root of 35 square minus 4 into 12 into 25 upon 50. Those who don't know, look at the formula for quadratic equation. You will get it on internet. Learn how to solve a quadratic equation. I don't want to explain it here. So I've just used the formula. So 35 minus b plus root over b square, 35 square minus 4ac. So 35 plus minus square root of 1225 minus 1200 upon 50. So this will be 35 plus minus 5 upon 50. So we are getting two values of sine A. One is 30 by 50, so 3 by 5, and one is 44 by 5. So one is 3 by 5 and one is 4 by 5. You can substitute it here to get the value of cos A. So two value of cos A also possible and two value of sine A also possible. So there will be pair of two values of sine A and cos A. So corresponding to both value, let's calculate the value of cos A. Alright. So I think I may have to go to next page. So I will erase this. I'll move to the next page. So we got 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Just keep in the mind. I have to keep in the mind. So I got the value of sine A 3 by 5 and cos A, where to erase this? Okay, So I got the value of sine A 4 by 5 also. So these are two value of sine A. Sine A we got it, cos A we need. So we use this equation to find the value of cos A. So cos A, from this value, cos A equals to 12 upon 25 into sine A, which is 3 by 5. So 5. So which is 12 upon 15. So 4 by 5. So from here we get the value of cos A is 4 by 5. I think from there we'll get 3 by 5. First let me check it again. Cos A is 12 by 25 into sine A, which is 4 by 5. Yeah, which is 3 by 5. Yes, so that's it. So two pair of values of sine A and cos A we are getting it from here. So that's all about question number 4. Let's move to the question number 5. Okay. So question number 5. Tan theta is given 4 by 3. Let's write it. Tan theta is 4 upon 3. And we need to find this value. So I told you everywhere it is sin theta cos theta. Let's calculate sin theta. So sin theta is, this is P upon B. Hypotenuse is 5. So sin theta is 4 by 5 and cos theta is 3 upon 5. Okay, now based on this value we can able to find out the expression value. So I'll write first expression. So 3 sin theta plus 2 cos theta upon 3 sin theta minus 2 cos theta. Let's substitute the values. So 3 into sin theta is 4 by 5 plus 2 cos theta is 3 by 5 upon 3 4 by 5 minus 2 3 by 5. Okay, you can see here denominator 5 got cancelled everywhere. So 12 plus 6 18 upon 12 minus 6. So 12 minus 6 6. So answer is 3. So 3 is the correct answer here. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Question number 6. Oh, similar question. Okay, let me quickly do it. So we have value. I'll do a little fast. I think steps are pretty similar. So cot theta is given to you 3 by 5. So cot theta, so we'll prefer to write tan theta 5 by 3 and we'll write P upon B. So we'll calculate the h. H will be root of 5 square plus 3 square, which is 25 plus 9 is root 34. Okay. We are looking for sin theta and cos theta. So let's calculate sin theta. Sin theta is 5 upon root 34. It's not good value anyway. And cos theta is 3 upon root 34. These two values we need only. So let's calculate it. So I'll directly write the expression. So anyway, I'll write it. 5 sin theta minus 3 cos theta upon 4 sin theta plus 3 cos theta. Let's substitute the value. So 5 into 5 by root 34 minus 3 into 3 by root 34 upon 4 into 5 by root 34 plus 3 into 3 by root 34. As you can see here, root 34 everywhere. Let's cancel it. Okay. So what we have in numerator? 25 minus 9, which is 16, upon 20 plus 9, so 29. So 16 upon 29 is the answer. Alright. So that was question number 6. Let's move to the question number 7. let me quickly have the water. 1 second. All right. So now we have question number 7. So we have given root 3 tan theta equals to 3 sin theta, and we have to find some expression. Actually it's 5. So let's write the expression first. So root 3 tan phi. Phi is just a representation of an angle. So 3 sin phi. What we'll do from this expression, we'll try to calculate the one of the trigonometric ratio. So I will write root 3 tan phi as I will write sin phi by cos phi, and that equals to 3 sin phi. Right? Now we can cancel this value sin theta, and 1 root 3, it becomes root 3. So we got the cos phi as 1 over root 3. You can check my calculation. So I think we get a cos phi value as 1 upon root 3. Okay. Now we need sin phi also. So let's calculate sin phi. So sin phi will be, this is base upon hypotenuse. We need perpendicular. So perpendicular is root of 3 minus 1. So root 2. So sin phi will be root 2 upon root 3. Okay, we need these values. Let's calculate it. So sin square theta, sin square phi minus cos square phi is the question asked. So we'll substitute the value of sin phi, which is root 2 by root 3. So root 2 by root 3 whole square minus cos phi 1 over root 3 whole square. So 2 by 3 minus 1 by 3. So answer is 1 by 3. I hope it is clear. Very simple, straightforward. Alright, let's move to the next problem, number 8. Okay. So we have question number 8. Question number 8 is, we have a triangle given and we need to find the value. Oh my god, this is very simple. Okay. Angle A, this is called angle A. And this is 6, this is 8, so this will be 10. Pythagoras theorem. And then we have to find the value of sin A. So let's calculate sin A. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, right? Opposite upon hypotenuse, so 8 upon 10. So 0.8 or 4 by 5. Cos A, base upon hypotenuse, adjacent upon hypotenuse, so 6 upon 10. So 0.6. Tan A, perpendicular upon base. So P is how much? 8 by 6. So for 1.33, 3, so on. Alright. These three are done. Sec A. Sec A is a reciprocal of cos A. And cos A we have calculated 6 upon 10. So this is 10 upon 6. So that will be 5 over 3. Then we have cosec A, which is reciprocal of sin A. So this is 10 upon 8. So 5 by 4. And then we have cot A. So cot A is 1 upon tan A. And tan we have 8 by 6. So this is 6 upon 8. So 3 upon 4 is the answer. That's it. This is question number 8. Let's move to the question number 9. Okay. So we have in a right angle triangle, sin C is given to you and you are asked this. Okay. Let's draw the right angle triangle first. Right angle at B. Let's call it A and C. Alright, and this value is given to you. Sin C is 5 upon 13. So let's assume 5 and 13 here. By Pythagoras theorem, this will come 12. root of 13 square minus 5 square, so that will come 12. Okay, so now we have to calculate as per the question. So we have sin A. Sin A is, this is A, opposite upon hypotenuse, so 12 by 13. B, we have cos A. So cos A is, this is A only, so base upon hypotenuse, so 5 upon 13. And now we have cos C. Cos C. Now this is C, so this become base upon hypotenuse, so 12 upon 13. Fine. All right. Let's move to the next question, number 10. Okay. Question number 10. Right angle triangle given to you, right angle at B, and sin A value is given to you. Similar question, similar as previous question. Little big expression, that's it. That's the only difference. So we'll draw the right angle triangle first. Right angle at B and A and C, and the sin A value is given to you 1 upon 2. So I will consider 1 upon 2. See, I am writing 1 and 2. That does not imply the side is 1 and 2. It's just the ratio. So it will work. So by Pythagoras theorem, this will come root 3. And now we have all the sides. So we can calculate all the values basically. So first part, sin C cos A minus cos C sin A. We'll substitute all the values. So sin C is sin C opposite upon hypotenuse, so root 3 upon 2, and cos A base upon hypotenuse, so root 3 upon 2, minus, this is cos C, so cos C is 1 upon 2 and sin is also 1 upon 2. Alright, so this is 3 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4, so answer is 1 by 2. So that's the part A answer. Let's calculate part B. So part B is cos A cos C plus sin A sin C. Later you will study on formula. Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is cos A plus B. Anyway, right, I am not using it. So cos A value is root 3 upon 2 and cos C is 1 upon 2 plus sin A is opposite 1 upon 2 and sin C is root 3 upon 2. I think this will get cancelled. Yes. So answer is 0. Alright, so this is question number 10. Let's move to the next question. Question number 11. Okay. Okay, 11 is a little more big. We have to, so basically question on trigonometric equations. So we have to cross multiply and solve it. So it might be a linear equation, it might be quadratic. Let's see what it is. So let's cross multiply first. This multiply by this and this multiply by this. Cross multiplication, right? LHS and RHS. So root 3 minus 2 into sin theta plus 1 equals to root 3 plus 2 into sin theta minus 1. That's the step number 1. After that, let's take sin theta one side. Okay, so what is the coefficient of sin theta here? If you want the coefficient of sin theta, it is root 3 minus 2. Okay, and plus root 3 minus 2. I'll write in this manner. And then here also coefficient of sin theta is root 3 plus 2 and then minus root 3 minus 2. Then I will put this side and sin theta that side. So I will take sin theta common. Root 3 plus 2 is already there and this will go that side, becomes minus. So root 3 becomes minus root 3 and minus 2 becomes plus 2. And this I will put this side. So root 3 minus 2 plus root 3 minus 2. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now whatever things gets cancelled, let's cancel it. This gets cancelled. Okay. And here nothing gets cancelled. I will just write 2 and I will write just 2 and I will cancel this 2. Okay, so we get the value of sin theta. Sin theta as root 3 minus 2. So theta, okay, theta is sin inverse root 3 minus 2. That's the answer. Alright. So that's question number 11. Let's move to the next question. Question number 12. We have on. Okay. This is the question. Let's try to solve it. So sin x is given to you a upon square root of a square plus b square. Find the value of cot x. So we'll do the same process. We'll write perpendicular upon hypotenuse. We calculate the base. So base will be square root of this square minus this square. So a square plus b square minus a square. So we'll get b. Right? And if base equals to b. Alright. So now we'll calculate the value of cot x. So cot x is base upon perpendicular. So base is b and perpendicular is a. So b by a is the answer. Where is b by a? Yes. Okay. Let's move to the next question, number 13. I think there are so many questions are there in this topic. Okay. Let's solve number 13. So we have the value 4 sin theta equals to 3 cos theta. Okay. And we need to find this value. Okay, so from this we try to find out, same logic, we'll try to find out some trigonometric ratio, one of the trigonometric ratio, and then we'll calculate all other trigonometric ratio and then we'll substitute here, we'll get the answer. So here 4 sin theta equals to 3 cos theta. So sin theta upon cos theta equals to 3 by 4, which is nothing but tan theta. We get the value of tan theta, so sin theta will be 3 upon 5 and cos theta will be 4 upon 5. I mean, you know how to calculate it, already we have done it. Okay. So now let's calculate this value. So sec square theta, I'll write the expression sec square theta upon 4 into 1 minus tan square theta. So sec square theta is basically 1 upon cos square theta and cos theta is 4 by 5. So sec theta is 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 into 5 by 4 upon 4 into 1 minus tan theta, and tan theta is 3 by 4. So 9 by 16. Okay. Let's simplify it. So 25 over 16 upon, this is 7 upon 16, 4 into 7 by 16, 16 cancel. So 25 by 28. Any option? Yes. Okay. That's question number 13. I have to drink little more water. No, I think last question was 13 only. So, okay, question got over. Lecture time is also over. So, let's see you in the next class. I think next class, after trigonometric ratio, we have topic trigonometric angles. Okay, so see you in the next class.